Have you ever seen a guy suddenly acting weird around his best friend? Like, one day he's normal, and the next day he's staring at her like she's the last slice of pizza left on Earth. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that turns even the most logical men into overthinking philosophers. What happens when a man catches feelings for his best friend? Spoiler, it's cute, it's chaotic, and psychology has a lot to say about it. Let's dive in. First things first, no man ever plans to fall for his best friend. It just happens, slowly, silently, and usually at the most inconvenient time. It starts with tiny signs that even he doesn't notice at first. Like suddenly, her jokes are funnier. Her presence feels warmer. Her messages hit different. Her take care sounds like Shakespeare wrote it. And one day, his brain quietly whispers, "Bro, I think we like her." And his heart says, "Finally, I was waiting for you to catch up." Psychology says this happens because emotional intimacy is the strongest foundation for attraction, and best friends, they already share comfort, trust, safety, and understanding, the exact ingredients that build romantic feelings. So what actually happens in his mind? Stage 1, denial. Every man's first reaction is the same. No, this is nothing. Just friendship. I'm chill, totally chill. Meanwhile, his heart is doing bungra. He starts avoiding the thought, distracting himself, focusing on anything else. But every time she smiles, boom, feelings level plus 10. Stage 2, overthinking mode activated. This is when he starts analyzing everything, every interaction, every text, every smiley emoji. He'll ask deep questions like, did she hug me for 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds? Was that shoulder touch friendly or something else? Why did she say my name that softly? Does she see me as a friend or as a potential Netflix series? His brain becomes a full-time detective agency. Stage 3, jealousy, the embarrassing kind. This is when he starts feeling low-key angry at guys he never cared about. She mentions a male coworker. Suddenly, he hates that coworker. She laughs at someone's joke. Now, that guy is his enemy. She says someone is nice. He feels like he's been personally betrayed. But he hides it. Badly. Stage 4. The friendship filter breaks. This is when normal moments start feeling romantic. She adjusts his hair, heart melts. She shares her food, wedding bells. She texts, reached home. He smiles like an idiot. Even her smallest gestures feel meaningful because now his heart has permanently switched to romantic mode. Stage 5, fear. This is the big one. What if I tell her and things get weird? What if I lose the friendship? What if she doesn't feel the same way? What if she does feel the same way and I mess it up later? What if she falls for someone else tomorrow? His brain becomes a mix of panic, excitement, and emotional gymnastics. Psychology calls this risk versus reward conflict. His desire for her versus his fear of losing her. This is why men take so long to confess. It's not lack of courage. It's fear of losing someone who matters more than the crush itself. Stage 6, subtle behavior changes. This is when everyone else notices his feelings except her. He becomes more protective, more patient, more emotionally available. He listens more. He remembers tiny details. He tries a little harder. He compliments her more often. He suddenly cares about his hairstyle around her. Basically, he becomes the romantic version of himself without even realizing it. Stage 7, the slip-up. This always happens. One random day, he says something that sounds too romantic. Maybe he calls her special, or says, "I like spending time with you," or stares at her too long. And she pauses, looks at him, smiles weirdly, and he's like, "Oh God, did she notice?" Yes, she did. Stage 8, the emotional breakdown, silent edition. This is when he sits alone at night thinking about every possible scenario. Should he confess? Should he wait? Should he pretend nothing is happening? Should he move to another city? Should he get a dog and start a new life? Men don't talk about this out loud, but their inner monologue is dramatic. And in the end, he just hopes, quietly, secretly, that maybe, just maybe, she feels the same way too. So what really happens when a man catches feelings for his best friend? He becomes softer, more protective, more thoughtful, more scared, more hopeful, more confused, a beautiful, adorable, emotional mess. He doesn't just fall in love. He falls into a decision, a risk, a possibility, a fear, a dream. And in the end, he just hopes, quietly, secretly, that maybe, just maybe,